Welcome everybody to this week's Ascension update. My name is Macaya Miracle. I'm the creator of Infinite Miracle Healing. I'm super excited to be here with you today to share you what's coming up in this exciting next few weeks here. So we have two eclipses, and sandwiched right in the middle of that is Mercury Retrograde. So we have the Lunar Eclipse on March 25th, a Monday, and then a week later, Monday, April 1st is Mercury Retrograde, start of that. And then a week later is Monday, April 8th, the total solar eclipse. And the eclipses are these times of massive transformation, massive change. As we go through life, we create these energetic momentums of the patterns of our life. Kind of like if you walk down a path over and over and over and over again, you create a groove in the path. Path gets worn down, the path gets worn down, the path gets worn down. And that's kind of what happens in your energy field, is you go through life doing the same things. You eat at certain times a day, you go to the bathroom at certain times a day, you sleep at certain times a day, you go to your job, you come back home, etc. All the things you do over and over again, including your thought patterns and your emotional patterns. They create these energetic pathways in your energy field, and they keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. They kind of groove in. They create these strong patterns with lots of energetic momentum. When the eclipses come in, it lessens the amount of light coming onto the planet temporarily, which then weakens your energy field and the energy field of the planet, and allows some of those things that aren't serving us anymore, that aren't contributing to us being at a super high vibration, to kind of spin out of our energy field, effortlessly be released, because those energetic pathways that have so much momentum, the momentum lessens, it weakens, and these patterns that you've had in place that hold your patterns, your mental and emotional densities into place, they weaken so the densities can effortlessly be released. And then you get to structure yourself at a new, higher level of vibration. So lunar eclipse, that comes first. Lunar eclipses are more on the feminine side, so they deal with the emotions, your emotional body, your ability to receive, your intuition. So you kind of release your blocks to intuition, you release your blocks to receiving, and you can, if you choose to, release old emotional patterns. Patterns of shame, sadness, guilt, anger, these things that aren't really who we are as an infinite being. And then once they're gone, and then the light comes back after the eclipse, starts charging our energy fields up again. It charges them up at this new higher level of structure, which allows us to vibrate higher and higher and higher and higher, and create changes in our lives. Changes that those emotional patterns were holding you back from. And then comes Mercury retrograde a week later. And that's not inherently a bad thing. Mercury retrograde's kind of gotten a bad rap. Like, things go wrong. I don't feel so good during that time. Well, learning to flow with the Mercury retrograde energies is what it's all about. Because, again, go through our lives, we create this momentum and this drive going forward, 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 forward. Mercury retrograde is all about kind of taking a step back, relaxing, not really pushing too hard to push forward, and allowing yourself to see a different perspective. you don't allow yourself to kind of slow down and see a different perspective, Mercury retrograde will make you by doing things like messing with your technology or your communication between people. But if you take a step back, reevaluate, make sure that you are on the right course, you are doing things for the correct reasons, then you can effortlessly flow with Mercury retrograde, and it doesn't have to be hard. And then a week later comes a total solar eclipse. This is the last total solar eclipse for a while. Total solar eclipses create massive transformation. Well, eclipses are more on the masculine side, so that has to deal with your life's purpose, your drive, moving forward. Giving an example of the kind of transformation, like global transformation, that a solar eclipse can have. Let's think back to our last total solar eclipse, which was on the solstice, the June solstice of 2020. What happened a few months before that? Oh, the pandemic. That was a pretty big change, right? Now, the type of change that's coming with this total solar eclipse isn't going to be like that one, because that one happened on the summer solstice for us in the northern hemisphere, winter solstice for people in the southern hemisphere. Regardless, the summer solstice is a time when the most light is coming onto the planet, and that was obscured by the total solar eclipse. So the combination of those two events created that massive break that reflected the pandemic into the past and into the future. This one is not going to be quite as intense, but it's still going to be very intense, because anytime a total solar eclipse happens, lots of change happens. Because again, it lessens the amount of light coming onto the planet that day. It changes the energetic momentum that was building. And so it really realigns you with your life's purpose. If you allow it to, it gives you the space and opportunity to realign with your life's purpose. While you're here on the planet, what brings you the most joy and ecstasy that you're here to share with everyone? It can let go of the patterns that are holding you back from having the drive. All the old stored stuff of the times that you failed, the times that you felt like you got beat down, just kind of be effortlessly released, so you have clear focus and drive going forward. Lots of change. So it's an exciting time. It's going to be. I'm really excited to see what magic is going to be created for all of us. I'm also going to be doing some events to help support you through these times. So on March 25th, I'm going to do a lunar eclipse activation, and to help you release those old emotional patterns, old emotional densities, old limiting beliefs. Open yourself to more receiving, more connection with your intuition. On April 1st, I'm going to have a class called Let's Have This Mercury Retrograde Be Easy. It's all going to be about being in the flow of Mercury retrograde, clearing out your limiting beliefs, all the places where you think it has to be hard, it will be hard, all your expectations of it being hard, etc. And then learning how to flow with it and allowing that to enhance your manifestation of life here on this planet. And then on Monday, April 8th, for the total solar eclipse, I'm going to be doing the total solar eclipse life transformation activation during the solar eclipse. So it's going to be amazing. And just really realigning with your life's purpose. If you feel kind of lost, or like what you know you're here on the planet to do is out of reach, or you can't do it, or you just can't bring yourself to take the steps to make that happen. That's what that class is going to be all about, really getting you back into the place where you know that your life's purpose is important for you and the entire planet, and allowing you to have that drive and focus and easily and joyfully be able to take the next steps in making that manifest here on this planet. So all those links are in the description below the video. And then there's a link to my events page. Also, I do lots more events. These 3 events are just sandwiched in the middle of my normal weekly classes. So you can check out all that at the links below. Thank you so much for being here. Look forward to playing with you soon. I love you, and may you have a joyful, amazing, and life-changing experience through these next few weeks here.